Monique O'Grady says that diversity is our strength. I'm not saying that anyone is lying, necessarily. But if that is true, why did it take 5 years to desegregate after the Brown v. Board of Education decision? And why does Libby Garvey emphasize that it occurred without reporting incidents?
Why, as Reverend Howard John Wesley says, don't ask the Lord to order your steps if you're not willing to move your feet.
Monique O'Grady says that diversity is our strength. Again, I'm not saying that anyone is lying, necessarily, but if that is so, why have we been continuously striving for 150 years to eliminate the achievement gap? And why is she promising a quality education for all students that has been a state constitutional amendment since 1973?
As Ben Franklin used to say, let a hint to the wise be sufficient.
Monique O'Grady says that diversity is our strength. Again, I'm not saying that anyone is lying, necessarily. But if that is so, why is our least performing traditional high school the most diverse one? And why do the chances for a Latino or Hispanic child only rise by 2 percentage points for graduating when he or she relocates from D.C. to Arlington? 10 times less likely to graduate than an African American child who statistically scores lower on standardized tests and is less likely to graduate with an advanced diploma.
Why, as Reverend Leonard Smith says, that's about as wrong as 2 left shoes.
Monique O'Grady says that diversity is our strength. Again, I'm not saying that anyone is lying, necessarily, but if that is so, why do kids as low as primary school report in a 2015 survey on minority achievement that they do not believe that their schools or teachers appreciate their culture and language? And why did the majority of public school teachers say in that same survey that minority achievement isn't even their job, or decline to say?
I don't know about you, but my mama didn't raise no food. But I ain't your mama.
Monique O'Grady says that diversity is our strength. Again, I'm not saying that anyone is lying, necessarily, but if that is so, why is there a brown-faced lawn jockey in a historically black neighborhood and a segregation wall nearby that has a historical marker in front attesting to the God's honest truth that it is no longer there?
Why, as those good old boys say, that dog don't hunt.
Monique O'Grady says that diversity is our strength. Again, I'm not saying that anyone is lying, necessarily. But why do all of the colored folks live on the sewer side of town? And why are 63% of the clients serviced by the County Human Services Mental Health Department Hispanic, with more than half referred by the schools and our prisons? While the superintendent was just this year asking for $1.7 million to get psychologists in school to help little white girls with their problems. Like Mark Twain said, figures don't lie, but liars do figure. And one more thing. Monique O'Grady says that diversity is our strength. And now I will have to admit that I have to say that somebody is lying, necessarily. Because according to the Southern Poverty Law Center, the largest grouping of hate groups in the Commonwealth of Virginia are in Northern Virginia. 7 are in the 8th Congressional District, where Arlington is, that broke records voting for Hillary Rodham Clinton in 2016, and 2 out of the 7 are in Arlington, Virginia. Why didn't I see you at the Klan meeting? Did they turn out the lights? Seriously, in 2017, it's high time to put your thinking caps back on, to stop being fixated on feelings and get focused on the facts. It's time to give that conservative Mike Webb another look. He wasn't born in a log cabin. He doesn't split rails. He's not a lawyer from Illinois, and he doesn't wear a tall black hat. But at least He is honest, and that's a good start. And while you're at it, take another look at that party of emancipation. They would like to get your back. And you just might be glad you did. My name is Major Mike Webb, and I earned my majority as an Army Ranger, where Rangers lead the way. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Just imagine that. This advertisement was authorized by Mike Webb. Honest. Honest.